I secretly swapped my sister's Ozempic for appetite stimulants. Sarah had always been the healthy one. She brought salads to barbecues, ran marathons for fun, and posted workout videos people actually watched. Fitness wasn't just something she enjoyed, it defined her. Marriage didn't change that. Her first baby barely affected her routine. The second made things harder. But after her third child, everything fell apart. Her husband, Ben, was constantly traveling for work, leaving Sarah alone with a newborn, a 3-year-old, and a 5-year-old while recovering from a C-section. When she called asking if I could stay and help for a while, I agreed without hesitation. I was happy to see my sister again. By the time I arrived, Ben had already left for a 2-week conference in Seattle. He said he couldn't miss it. The yard was overgrown. Sarah's once beautiful garden was dead. Inside looked even worse. Dirty dishes filled the sink, laundry covered the furniture, toys were everywhere. The boys ran to hug me, and 5-year-old James quietly whispered, "We had cereal for dinner again." Then Sarah came downstairs. I barely recognized her. She was painfully thin. Her collarbones stuck out. Her wedding ring barely fit anymore. Yet the first thing she said was, "I still look 6 months pregnant." I couldn't believe it. Over the next week, I watched her pretend to eat. She cooked for the kids, but secretly threw her own meals away. At dinner, she'd move food around her plate, then dump it when no one was looking. When Ethan asked her to carry him upstairs, her arms shook so badly she couldn't lift him. "I'm just tired," she told him. But I saw her fighting back tears. Even climbing the stairs with the baby took her nearly 20 minutes. Hair filled the shower drain. More covered her pillow and the baby's clothes. Her skin looked gray. Her lips were cracked and bleeding. One morning at 6, James woke me. "Aunt Kate, I'm really hungry. Mommy forgot our lunches again." I found Sarah unconscious on the bathroom floor while the baby cried in the crib. When she woke up, she blamed it on dizziness and said she just needed water. She insisted she was still recovering from her C-section. "Sarah, when did you last eat?" "I already had breakfast." "I've been awake since 5. You haven't eaten anything." "I'm fine, just exhausted. 3 kids are a lot." That night, while putting away my face wash, I opened the medicine cabinet. Inside were 5 nearly empty boxes of Ozempic. The prescription claimed it was for diabetes, but it came from a weight loss clinic in the next town. I confronted her immediately. "Sarah, this is dangerous. It's only until I lose the baby weight." "What baby weight you're wasting away?" She grabbed at skin on her stomach that barely existed. That's when I realized how sick she really was. Her children weren't being cared for properly. She was starving herself, and she couldn't see it. With Ben away most of the time, I was terrified things would only get worse. That night, I couldn't sleep. Around 2 in the morning, I made a decision. Maybe it was reckless. Maybe it crossed a line. But after watching my nephews beg their mother to eat, after seeing her disappear a little more every day, I couldn't stand by. I drove to a 24-hour pharmacy, bought appetite stimulants, came home, and quietly replaced the Ozempic while she slept. 2 weeks later, Ben came home. Sarah was sitting on the floor playing with the boys. She was smiling, laughing. She'd already started gaining weight, and her hair had stopped falling out. I pulled Ben aside and told him everything. The medication, finding Sarah unconscious, the hungry kids, and what I'd done. He leaned against the wall, overwhelmed. We found Sarah feeding the baby. Ben looked at her and said softly, "Sarah, we know about the Ozempic." She froze. Then I added, "I switched it 2 weeks ago." Her entire body started shaking. She walked to her room and broke down crying. Between sobs, she said, "Yesterday James made me a sandwich because he was so happy I was finally eating." She buried her face in her hands. "I almost left my children without a mother, just because I wanted to be skinny." Ben and I held her as we cried together. "We love you," we told her. 3 months later, Sarah eats every meal with her kids, is healthy again, and still thanks me for saving her life.